Hey guys, I learned something today that was really powerful, and I just wanted to share it with you because I think it's very useful, especially when you start something new, or if you're going into a new year, or if you are, I don't know, if you've just got a new goal in mind, or just want to start over, start fresh. That happens to all of us. So, this is what I want you to do. We are going to write a letter to ourselves in the future, which is pretty cool. But we're going to include some interesting things in it. So, you are going to write this letter from the perspective of you a year from now. And these are the things that we're going to put in it, which are pretty cool. So, what I want you to do is I'm going to mention something, and I want you to just think through and write it down. I'll share with you a little bit about what I am feeling, and we'll go from there. So, first of all, a year from now, you're going to write a letter to yourself as if you are a year from now. So, the first thing we're going to do is, what goals have I achieved? So, a year from now, one of the goals that I may have achieved is my transaction goal for real estate. So, I may have done 20 transactions next year. I may have, in my Mary Kay business, I may have earned the Court of Sales again. I may have earned the Court of Sharing, which would be awesome. So I'm going to write that down. So whatever goal you want to have achieved by next year, you're going to write that down. The second thing is, you are going to write down what you've accomplished in your personal life, in your business life, or in your spiritual life. So this may have been part of the first question that you answered, but it may also include some different things now. So what are the goals that you have for your personal life over the next year? So as of next year, I'm going to be at my ideal weight. I'm going to feel healthier. I am going to be eating balanced meals and carving out time to exercise properly. I may have, I don't know, whatever it is that you have for your personal life goals, or what you've accomplished in your personal life, business life, or spiritual life a year from now. Third question that you are going to cover, third point you're going to cover, is how you feel about your accomplishments. So think about that a little bit, because this is where it gets good. So if I were to complete those 20 transactions with my real estate business, how would I feel about that? I will tell you that I will feel way more confident about working. I will be way more confident when I talk to clients. Pretty proud of myself for doing that, which is pretty good. And I don't know, excited because it gives me new opportunities. I will have learned new things, so I'll have added to my experience. So those are some things that I would feel about those accomplishments. So look at those things that you were going to be accomplishing, and write down how you would feel when you finished accomplishing them. Next point is, what would that accomplishment do for me? So what would having more confidence do for me? Or what would finishing those transactions do for me? It would boost my confidence for sure. It would increase my bank account for sure. It would increase my experience so that I would be even better realtor for my clients. If I got, okay, so this is an easy one. So if I achieve the Court of Sharing next year, I would feel super proud about that, super excited about that, because I would have all this energy because I'd have all these people around me, right? And what would that do for me? That would probably bring me back into directorship. It would give me more energy and more joy and more people to work with, which is awesome. That would do a lot. It would give me more of a financial income from my Mary Kay business. It would add that extra layer, right? Not just the sales layer. The next point you're going to do is, what does it do for the people I care about? So if I was to get the Court of Sharing next year, that would be pretty awesome for the people I care about, because I would care about those people too. So they would have an opportunity that they wouldn't have had before. They would have had an opportunity to earn more for themselves and their families, which is really cool, to feel valued and appreciated, to be able to achieve their dreams with a new way of doing that, maybe not something that they've done before. For my family, it would give us more income, which would give us more choices, which would be really, really cool. So that's exciting. It would give, if I got my real estate transactions, it would give me respect in the industry, which would be really cool. And that would be something that my husband would be really proud of me for, because he works in the industry, which is awesome. And the last thing, and this gets really picky, I guess, with the words that we're looking for. So what does each accomplishment mean for me? So what does that mean? If I was to get the Court of Sharing with Mary Kay, what would that mean for me? That would mean directorship. That would mean more possibilities and growth and more energy and more fun. Totally. More opportunities. I would have more opportunities for everything. More travel. If I got 20 transactions in my real estate business, that would be pretty cool. That would mean more freedom, probably better vacations, which would be pretty awesome. That would mean I could redecorate my office. That would mean all sorts of things. But yeah, those are the 6 questions or points that I want you to cover. And once you kind of have answers for those and a direction for each of those, then you're going to sit down and write your letter. So it's going to be, Dear Roma, I am so proud of you for achieving your transaction goal. I am so proud of you for getting the Court of Sharing and earning that. And look at the impact that you've had on the people around you. Look at the impact that you've had on your family and the extras that you've been able to bring home, and so that sort of thing, right? So when you write your letter out, you're going to cover all of these things, and it's just going to be a bit of a conversation. Get really specific. Talk about what you're going to feel, what it's going to mean, how it's going to impact the people around you. Then what I want you to do is send your letter to me with a date on it that you want me to send it back to you. So a year later. So I'm excited about this. This is a really interesting exercise, and it's meaningful. And I'm mostly excited about what's going to happen when you open that letter next year. So if you need my address, message me, text me, whatever. But this is going to be really fun. I'm excited. Talk to you soon.